What's great in the Navy, you fucking scrubs? Today I'm bringing you a requested fucking video that is seen in my comments for like the past, like, God knows how many Overwatch videos of me playing Genji. Of people asking for tips on how to play this fucking shitty ass character. And so I've devised up to like 5 or 6 points. I don't know, I'm just going to go off the top of my head what I think helps. And these should probably help you guys. I've got friends that have just literally recently bought Overwatch on the PC. And they are not as experienced, so I thought I'd also make this video for them because I know they're going to want to play Genji because they're weeaboos. High risk, if you're watching this, there's no point you even trying to play Genji, mate. You're fucking trash. The first tip might sound quite self-explanatory, but believe me, I've seen fucking Genjis that cannot even do this. Step 1, hit your fucking Shurikens. These little bastards in my hand are stupidly powerful. Stupidly powerful. I mean, look at this shit. These bots have 200 health, 3 pings to the head. Ping, 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 ping. Look at that. There's got about 25 health left, which is, if you didn't know, a dash. So, bang, dead. Know when to use your alternate fire. I mean, you've obviously got your 3 bursts here. And then you've obviously got your spread, which is this. Spread's quite useful for things on, like, quick-moving opponents, like Tracers, Lucios. And also for combinations, if you go up something like that and alternate fire, it's just a little bit easier. A little tip I'd use for getting more accurate with shurikens is if whichever hand you are, so I'm right-handed, you always want to jump to the opposite side when you're fighting an opponent. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to jump to the left when I'm fighting someone instead of jumping to the right, because your mind naturally finds it a lot easier to move to the right than it will to the left if you're right-handed. So if I'm jumping to the left like this, it's going to be a lot easier for me to just hit my shurikens like this. Another thing I would enable is if you go onto options and go into your character heroes and go into Genji, enable this right here and automatically climb walls. Because instead of holding X or holding spacebar if you're on PC, you just have to tap it once and it just does it for you. Which then makes it a lot easier for you just to climb and look in a different direction instead of having to hold X like that and then like it throws you off a bit. So I'd definitely turn that on. The second tip I'd give you is just don't be a fucking retard. At the end of the day, Genji, yes, he's probably the best character in the entire game, but if your teammates are rolling a Reinhardt, a Roadhog, triple tank, and like a soldier, a double hit scan to deal with Pharmercies, don't then fucking play Genji. You're not going to do it all on your own. As good as he is, as good as you are, you're not going to fucking 1v6 him every time unless you're me. So just don't be a retard and use him when he's needed. My next tip would be master the 200 combos. It's a lot easier for me to say, here's a training bot, I'm going to 3 headshot him and then dash and kill him. That's not going to happen in real games unless you're fucking God. So the chances are you're not going to hit every headshot on an opponent. So if I was to use here just a dash to the body and then dash him, you'll see that he's got about, I'd say about 95 health left. That gives you the opportunity to alternate fire and that'll just kill him instantly. So if I show you that all together, that's a 200 combo. So you need to make sure you're using that properly, and it's a lot easier to obviously do it on training bots, but if you're practicing on, there's a nice little moving one right here, and then if I show you one here, hello? Another don't be a retard tip is just do not use your dash to just travel to places, because the amount of times I've seen Genji's whoever is playing him will want to get up there because they can't be asked to walk and climb, so they'll dash into this room and then, oh shit, there's a fucking enemy in my face, and then you've got no dash to combo with and you're stuck with a 1v1 against a fucking McCree with god aim trying to kill him like this. Another tip I'd say about the dash is do not dash unless you are 100% certain you are going to kill them. So if you know you're going to hit your 200 combo, be my guest in dash. But if you do this and say there's a fucking like McCree right here and a soldier here, and you dash this soldier, stunned, killed by the fucking McCree, and you're fucked. You've got no dash. Whereas if I was to dash at him when I know I'm going to kill him and there's a McCree here with a fucking stun and a fucking fan the hammer ready to blow my fucking head off, then I know I can just bish, bash, and then stun me now, motherfucker. Now, another attribute that makes Genji godlike is his deflect. But to be smart with Genji's deflect, you've got to kind of have an understanding for each hero in the game, how much damage they do, and how much damage you do and how much health they have. So these bots over here, they probably do about 9 damage per shot. If you can see, they just do no damage at all to the bot. So if I was to deflect a full mag into him, or at least 2 bullets, he's got no health. There's no point me dashing into him yet. I've just wasted my deflect. So maybe you want to do things like hitting shurikens on them, getting the deflect, and then hitting the combo. instead of just stood there like a retard with your blade in your face doing no fucking damage to anybody. Oh, and another thing, don't be a fucking retard and try and deflect a Symmetra laser or a May freeze or a Zarya laser, because you just make yourself look like a fucking weeb. And last but not least, his ultimate is probably what rounds them all up as a character. His ultimate is fucking redonkadink. And if you get good at that, you just fucking slay up all the squishies. Again, a lot of Genji's work and how good he can be is just matters on how much of a fucking retard you are, which is why I say high risk, there's no point you trying this character, because you are the biggest retard I know. So with his Dragon Blade, don't pull it out and go straight for a fucking Roadhog, because you're either going to get hooked or you're going to waste all your fucking slashes. Genji's ult lasts for about 8 seconds, I believe, or 6 seconds. I don't know the exact stats because I'm not a fucking nerd. Always target their supports, because at the end of the day, what's the point of fucking ulting if you're going to get a Transcendence, a Zen with fucking 8 arms stopping you from fucking doing anything, the fucking robot bitch. With Genji's ultimate, just like his dash reset, you always need to know whether your dash is either going to, one, kill them, or if you're going to kill them with the swipe after the dash. Because I've seen so many fucking Genjis ult, dash at a Lucio, the Lucio just boots him away from him. Lucio speed boosts his teammates, and then Genji's there like swailing his sword like a fucking idiot. Always try and get maybe 1 kill before, because then that gives you the option to then dash into somebody else. Try and always be jumping. Just make yourself a harder target to hit, because you're not fucking invulnerable when you're fucking ulting. Always make sure you got your deflect up against people like McCree's or Anna's, you know, someone's who's going to try and shut your ult down immediately. Just... Hello? Let me just get my ult back, boys. Let me show you how a sweaty Genji ult should look. A really important thing to note with Genji's ultimate is once you're finished with it, there's an annoyingly long animation of you putting the blade away, and you can actually cancel that with one of 2 ways. I'll show you now what that really annoying long animation looks like, and dash in, whatever, and then you finish with it, look. And then you've got to wait to fight again. The first way is if you climb a wall once you're finished with it. So as you can see, 2 seconds, 1 second. If I climb the wall now, my shurikens are straight back immediately. And another way, which is the way that I use, is just to simply dash out of it again. Oh, that's awkward. So if you get kills like this, blah, 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 you're using your Dragon Blade, you've got your dash, 1 second, dash, and your shurikens are back instantly again. So that's kind of the last tip I'd give you. Like I said, a lot of it with Genji just requires yourself to not be a fucking spaz. This has been Genji 101. I've been your boy TZ fucking D. I'm out.